What's up, everybody? It's time to play another LA Game Space experimental game. This one is Gilded Youth. That's right. It's by a couple of dudes called Jim Monroe and Matt Hamill. And this is actually in a browser, so that's why it might look a bit funny. But the whole thing runs in a browser, which is cool. And yeah, let's check it out. So we type login to enter the Adventurers Lounge. Login. Oh, hello. Oh, look at all these lovely people. So is this actually just the HTML page? It is. Breaking that wall. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's check it out. So, welcome Tony the Thief. That'll be me. Up top left there. Groovy. You can see a map. Harry the Barbarian, Paula the Mage. Now these are these people. Ryan the Bard, Maximus the Cleric, and Chris the Paladin here. Hey Tony, says Ryan. Voltron would kill Optimus, says Harry. He's like 5 robots in one, says Harry. Optimus would have his whole team backing him up, says Chris. Maximus floats in on a cloud of glory. Okay. Yo. I don't understand the sentence. Sure you don't. Hello. Hello, Maximus. Greet Maximus. Map. Look. Map. Oh. It's the route from your house to the manor. Paula winks at you. Voltron! Chris transforms into an awesome bot. Maximus frowns. Let's talk to Paula. You'd rather not fill the air with idle chatter. A silent thief is an effective thief. Though if you really need to get something done, you can ask someone about something. Okay, cool. What if I just look? Okay, that's... No, you can see a map. Harry the Barbarian, blah, blah, blah. Less than meets the eye, says Harry. My child, strive to stay in character, advises Maximus. Paula yawns. So what am I trying to do here? You can see a map. Harry the Barbarian, Paula the Mage, Ryan the Bard, Maximus the Cleric, and Chris the Paladin here. Okay. And what did I get from the map thing? Where was that? Look, map. It's the route from your house to the manor. Leave? Your access on the BBS only allows you to examine, here we go, look, wait, show something to someone, or take something. Maximus sees your attempt and smiles smugly, casually turning invisible. Something only an 8th level guild member could do. Chris drives circles around Harry. I stomp on your stupid ass, exclaims Harry. Maximus summons a dragon, which proceeds to incinerate Harry the Barbarian and then disappear. So I can examine, look, wait, show something to something, or take something. Okay. Take map. Taken. Ah, and it's in my inventory in the top left. Cool. Language and character violations will not be tolerated, intones Maximus. Okay, so let's show map to Paula. Our heist seems exciting, but not tonight, says Paula the Mage. You decide to leave before Maximus kicks you for some violation. Type log out to continue. Sure. Oh, this is a bit different. You switch off your C64. Commodore 64, beautiful. Dropping the room into complete darkness. Your eyes adjust quickly, as befits a 5th level thief. In the hallway, you wait and listen for the sound of your parents' deep sleep. Oh, so we're outside of the game now. From the upper floor window, you gaze upon your dangerous destination, the Oakville Manor. Your front door clicks behind you. You turn to the east, where the manor beckons invisibly. Look! Your front porch. Oh, now I can't remember what's... Beckons visibly to the east. Look, manor. No, Manoi. Look, Oh crap, gotta learn how to type. Look, manor. You can't see any such thing. Alright. Go to manor. Walk. You'll have to say which compass direction. Okay, walk east. The map was a joke. You didn't really need a map to find your way, even past midnight. The forest at the end of the cul-de-sac smells damp and green, leading further to the east. Let's look at the forest. It's a quiet oasis to the east. Let's look around. The forest at the end of the cul-de-sac smells damp and green, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's walk east. Thanks to the full moon, you only trip once. You've lived beside these woods for half of your 14 years. That way, the way on leads east. Walk east. You cross the electrical tower field, feeling rather than hearing its low hum. Superstition stops you from looking up at its wires. You can see the new development in the distance, the cause of your urgent mission. It's machines like sleeping behemoths, but your destination is further east. That's going to give me the same thing, isn't it? Yep. Walk east. In front of the manor, even crowded by wild brush, the grandest building in your neighborhood still has a silent dignity. And to think, a few days from now, it'll be erased from history. The manor looms to the north. You know from experience that there's a coach house behind it, which you could get to by following a rough path to the northeast. Walk northeast. The double doors are large enough to drive a horse and carriage into, but one of them is missing, leaving an entryway to the north. Or you can return to the front of the manor to the southwest. Okay, so now I have two options. What was in the front of the manor? Is it worth doing that? Wild brush, grandest building, blah blah blah. Okay, so you could go to the north. Okay, so let's just go walk north. Inside the coach house, there's a significant hole in the roof that lets in enough light to look around. You and Ryan have been in here before. Until he saw a raccoon here, it was practically your clubhouse. It's pretty well peeked over as a result. You can leave to the south. A flutter of motion attracts your eye to something in the corner. Let's look in the corner. A magazine concerning ladies of the night. Ooh my. Unquestionably valuable to many gentlemen of your acquaintance. Let's take the magazine. You manage to peel it off the floorboards. That's a little disgusting. Read Forbidden Tome. A good thief doesn't get high on his own supply. Okay. Walk. Look. Let's look. Anything else? Blah, blah, blah. You can leave to the south. Okay. Walk south. The double doors are large enough to drive. Blah, 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 blah. Loot in hand, you head for home, thinking about what your fellow adventurers will say when they see it. Press any key to continue. Greetings, thief, says Maximus. 2,400 board is totally enough, exclaims Harry. Paula laughs at 4,800 board. Okay. You can see Harry the Barbarian, Paul the Mage, Ryan the Bard, Maximum the Cleric, and Chris the Paladin here. Show Forbidden Term to Harry. Where'd you get this? Whispers Harry. This is awesome. You explain the manor and the potential treasures within. If only you had a companion strong enough to breach the gate. Harry the Barbarian has joined your party. Awesome. Yeah, concrete beach are just snobs. They're all pirates anyway, says Chris. Maximus says a silent prayer for pirates to mend their ways. I know they're pirates. I want the wares, exclaimed Harry. Now that you've got some muscle on board, time for another manor raid. Type log out to continue. This is pretty good. I do like a bit of a text-based adventure. It's been a strange night so far. If Harry hadn't been carrying a large bag, you never would have picked him out of the crowd getting off the bus. Stocky and talky, the guy's as verbose in the flesh as he is on the screen, and kept up a running chatter the whole work over here, in front of the manor. It's cloudy tonight, and the manor is foreboding than yesterday. You wish you brought your flashlight. Phew, what a dump, says Harry. You sure there are more mags in here? Even crowded by wild brush, the grandest building in your neighborhood still has a silent dignity. And to think, a few days from now, it'll be erased from history. The manor looms to the north. You know from experience that there's a coach house behind it, which you could get to by following a rough path to the northeast. You can see Harry the Barbarian here. Okay, let's go north this time. Walk north. You remember the first time you and Ryan found this place. He dared you to knock on the front door. You did him one better, opening the door and pushing it open to reveal the dark hall beyond. There was a cold iron smell and conjured up a vision of shackles wrapped around a skeleton's wrist. Last year, when you drank your first beer behind the portables, you recognized the smell and realized the abandoned house must have just been a drinking spot for teenagers. You can still see the dark hall in your mind's eye, mysterious shapes beckoning you beyond the front threshold. What were they? Harry looks at the planks appraisingly. You can leave the portico to the south, or enter the manor to the north. A paper in a plastic sheath is stapled to the planks. Let's look at paper. It's a notice of demolition. Ryan overheard his mum talking to her other historical preservation friends about it. Apparently there's some kind of structural damage that makes it dangerous. Personally, you think it's more dangerous to let the cookie-cutter, semi-detached monotony ooze slowly over the entire city. Right on, brother. The date on it indicates it's got 2 days to live. If you don't get to explore it fully, it won't be the end of the world, just the end of your boyhood dreams. Oh, take paper. It's stapled down with about 1 million heavy-duty staples, plus you can read it as it is. Okay, so I don't need to take it then, I guess. Walk. Where am I walking? North. Into the manor. Ooh. Ooh, sound effects. Lovely. You cross the threshold into the manor and achieve one of your boyhood dreams. You breathe the rarefied air, not sure what it is you smell, but appreciating that you're the first to have smelled it in decades. To the west you hear a shuffling and scratching. Maybe some animals got in. You look around the space, slowly taking it in. A curving staircase, badly damaged, used to lead to the second floor. Strange shapes loom throughout the space, hallways heading off to the east and the west. Intriguing, no? And that's where I'm gonna leave it. Because we could be here forever reading text to you, which, isn't necessarily a bad thing. But it's not that interesting anyway. I think this is one that's much better played on your own, and I'm going to continue it without having to read it out. It's good. I mean, I haven't seen a good text-based adventure for a while. And this one's pretty intriguing. And I like the use of different graphics and sound, considering this is all running inside a browser. And if we right-click, you'll be able to see. There it is. Firefox menu. Yeah. Cool game. I like it, and I feel kind of relaxed and like I've had a good story told to me, which is kind of the point. And the art's kind of cool too. It's very kind of old school sketchy. Not sketchy, I guess, old school cartoony. Yeah. So yeah, that's Gilded Youth, one of the LA Game Space experimental games, and quite cool. I'm intrigued to play it through and see it to fruition now. And hopefully you are too after that little taste. If you want to see some more of the LA Game Space experimental games, check out my channel, because I'm playing through as many of them as I can. And if you want to hit me up with a like and a subscribe, that would be wonderful, because it helps out the channel a lot and really makes a difference. Or leave me a comment and tell me what happens next. So yeah, that's all I got. I'm done. Thanks for watching. Bye!